What's the most messed up / inappropriate thing that someone's casually said to you? I had a serious accident a month before my, and now best friend whispered to me, "I wish you died that day." I was stunned and internally questioning if I heard her right, but there was no mistaking what she said. It was very clear. In the months leading up to my accident, she had been in a weird headspace. I know she resented me, even though she denied it, because I didn't walk out with her when she quit her job at the company we both worked at. I haven't talked to her since she said that to me. Had an ex who requested that I keep the push-up bra on during the fun times because my breasts were disappointing, like opening a bag of Lay's. Edit, my goodness, thank you for the replies. I had a good laugh. Looking back, it was a hilarious burn, but at my expense, so it wasn't funny at the time. He was my first serious boyfriend, and because of him, I've never worn a bra out in public since. I'm in my 30s and happily married. LOL, I have bralettes for tops that are too sheer, but that's it. No underwires or push-ups. I'm a A-cup and have grown to love them. Now everyone knows how small they are. Non-sexual encounter. I opened up to someone about my brother who attempted to commit suicide, and a week later I was ranting about some obscure nonsense, or was I just explaining it excitedly? I can't remember, but I was definitely just being myself, and he jokingly said, "I can see why your brother wanted to kill himself." A lawyer in my office, he rented an office in our building, my boss owns the building, last winter. We were expecting to get a snowstorm, so we were packing up to go home early and work remote. This lawyer told me that we should all stay at the building so we get snowed in, get naked and sleep together upstairs. I'm married with a child, who he's met. He's married for a very long time and has kids and grandkids. More inappropriate stuff has happened since then, and he's now banned from entering our building. I vaguely remember this time I was a kid and I told this adult friend of my dad's that I slept in a funny position. Basically, I slept in a lotus position but my feet are together. He looked over to my dad and said something like, "Her future husband will like that." It's so weird and random, and I didn't get it back then when I was a kid. But you know your mind stores random moments, and that one came back up when I was much older and I cringed thinking about it. Edit, I didn't think this comment would get so much attention. I try to give my dad the benefit of the doubt. It's not like I experienced this a lot growing up, which, from reading comments, some of you had that misfortune. It wasn't to me, but it was to my classmate. In the 5th grade we had a teacher who was really rude. Like went out of her way to make our lives hell. I got early release one day because I was feeling sick. I was scrolling on my phone and got a call from my friend. He was still in school. I answered and heard this. "Classmate, I'm going to report you. You fucking bruised me." "Teacher, I'd like to see you try." Who are they going to believe, a teacher or a student? My friend told me what happened after that. 3 kids walked out to report her and the teacher was crying over getting a warning. Yep. We had to deal with her for the rest of the year. I was a pitcher on my HS baseball team, my best friend was also on the team. We were playing in the championship series and I was pitching pretty well, but I made a couple of mistakes and we lost and were done for the year. While we were all in the locker room, my best friend's dad came up to me and said, "If you didn't suck, y'all could have won it all." I know it's a minor thing, but it was years before I told my buddy why I never wanted to hang out at his house. I don't even know why I let it bother me to this day. My sister and I were looking for apartments to rent, and during a tour of one of them, the agent casually dropped, "Oh, there are no Negroes in this complex, this is a family-friendly location." Edit, this was in Southeast Asia, but it's really disheartening to hear this still happens in America, as someone who's lived there for half a decade. We did call her out on it indirectly, wait, what's that supposed to mean, but ended up renting the apartment anyway because it was the most cost-effective, racist agent notwithstanding. When I was in middle school, a guy I had a crush on told me I was unfuckable with my hair back. I'm 31 and to this day have had bangs ever since. I don't even let my husband see my forehead. Also, as a bartender, guys say weird shit all the time. One guy asked me to be his gothic Barbie. Told me to lick my fingers and stir his drink to make it sweeter. One guy just straight up said, "I want to fuck you." 80-plus-year-old man tried to give me $4,000 to go to his hotel room. Guy asked me to take my mask off early in the pandemic so he could see if I was still sexy without it. Honestly, too many stories.